Hey everyone, Steve here, and welcome back to Tech Monetize. On this channel, we're all about finding the absolute best ways to grow your wealth. And today, we're diving deep into the world of high-growth dividend stocks. So, if you're ready to potentially supercharge your portfolio and start seeing those passive income streams flow, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell because you won't want to miss this. Now, before we jump into our top 10 picks, I want to be clear. This is not financial advice. This video is all about giving you the information and tools you need to make informed decisions for your own unique financial situation. Investing, especially in individual stocks, always carries risk, so make sure to do your own research and consider your own risk tolerance before making any investment decisions. With that said, let's get right to it. We've scoured the market and analyzed countless companies to bring you these top 10 high-growth dividend stocks that have the potential to deliver impressive returns in the years to come. Kicking off our list at number 1, we have Company A, a true innovator in the rapidly growing industry sector. Their flagship product name, is making waves in the tech world. They've exceeded earnings expectations with revenue skyrocketing by percentage year over year, and they're sharing that success with their investors. Company A has a solid track record of increasing their dividend payments. Currently trading at current stock price with a dividend yield, they're reinvesting heavily in research and development, securing strategic partnerships with major players like Partner Company 1 and Partner Company 2. With the industry market projected to grow, Company A is perfectly situated to capitalize. Moving on to number 2, we've got Company B, a dominant force in the industry market. Company B is a well-established player with a proven track record. They control a significant portion of the market share, and their brand recognition is through the roof. They're constantly innovating and expanding into new markets. A solid choice for long-term investment. Now, if you're looking for a stock with a juicy dividend yield, look no further than Company C. Seriously, this company is a dividend-paying machine with a current yield of dividend yield. But before you go all in on Company C, just for the dividend, there are a few things you need to know. First off, let's talk about their payout ratio. The payout ratio is basically the percentage of earnings that a company pays out as dividends. A high payout ratio can sometimes be a red flag because it means the company might not have enough cash flow left over to reinvest in growth opportunities. And in Company C's case, their payout ratio is currently sitting at payout ratio. Company C operates in a relatively stable industry, so their earnings tend to be more predictable. Plus, they have a long history of managing their dividend payouts responsibly. If you're looking for a reliable dividend payer with a long history of consistent payouts, Company C could be a great addition to your portfolio. All right, let's talk about Company D, a company that might not be as flashy or well-known as some of the others on our list, but trust me, they're a hidden gem. Company D is what I like to call a boring company. They operate in the industry, which isn't exactly the sexiest or most exciting sector out there. But you know what is exciting? Financial stability. Their balance sheet is pristine. They have very little debt, a mountain of cash on hand, and their earnings have been remarkably consistent over the years. This means they're incredibly well positioned to weather any economic downturns or unexpected challenges that might come their way. They've been paying a dividend for a number of years and have consistently increased it even during times of economic uncertainty. All right, for number 5, we're diving into the world of industry with Company E, a company that's absolutely dominating its niche. Company E has carved out a unique position in the industry market, firing on all cylinders. Their proprietary strategy gives them a significant edge, consistently outperforming rivals. With a strong management team and visionary CEO, Company E is set for growth. They're reinvesting earnings to fuel expansion, aiming for higher dividends. Let's talk about the gold standard of dividend investing, dividend aristocrats. These are companies that have increased their dividend payouts for at least 25 consecutive years, demonstrating an incredible level of stability and commitment to their shareholders. And for our 6th stock, we have a bona fide dividend aristocrat, Company F. Company F has been a steady Eddie in the industry for decades. They're a household name, their products are ubiquitous, and their brand is synonymous with quality and reliability. Company F currently offers a dividend yield, which is slightly above the market average. They've increased their dividend for consecutive years, and I have no doubt that they'll continue to do so for many years to come. When you reinvest those dividends year after year, especially with a company that consistently increases its payouts, the returns can be absolutely incredible over the long term. If you're looking for a rock-solid dividend stock that you can buy and hold for decades, Company F deserves a spot on your watch list. All right, let's shift gears and talk about Company G, a dynamic company that's firing on all cylinders when it comes to earnings and revenue growth. Company G operates in the industry, which has been experiencing a surge in demand lately, and they've been capitalizing on this trend like no other. Over the past year, their earnings have grown by a staggering percentage, and their revenue has followed suit, increasing by percentage. Company G has been incredibly successful at innovating and bringing new products and services to market. For example, their new product service has been a massive hit with consumers, and has been a key driver of their recent success. They've been strategically expanding into new markets, both domestically and internationally. They're not content with just dominating their existing market, they're always looking for new opportunities to grow their business. Company G currently offers a dividend yield, which is respectable but not exactly eye-popping. However, their dividend growth potential is what really excites me. For our 8th stock, I want to highlight a company that might not be a household name, but it's definitely one to watch. Company H. Company H operates in the industry, which can be a bit complex and difficult to understand. What really sets Company H apart is their exceptional management team and their laser-focused strategic initiatives. Their CEO name, is a true visionary with a deep understanding of the industry landscape. One of their key strategic initiatives has been to focus on key strategic initiative. This has allowed them to benefits of strategic initiative, which has given them a significant competitive advantage. They've also been making smart acquisitions, carefully selecting companies that complement their existing business and expand their market reach. Company H currently offers a dividend yield. All right, let's talk about Company 1, a company that's been on an absolute tear lately, aggressively expanding their business through a series of strategic acquisitions. Company 1 operates in the industry, which has been undergoing a period of consolidation, and they've been one of the primary beneficiaries of this trend. Their strategy is simple but effective. Identify promising companies in their industry, acquire them at a reasonable price, and then integrate them into their existing operations. They've been incredibly successful at this, and as a result, they've been able to rapidly expand their market share, diversify their revenue streams, and gain access to new technologies and talent. For example, they recently acquired Acquired Company Name, a leading provider of acquired companies' product services. This acquisition gave Company 1 a strong foothold in the rapidly growing market and significantly expanded their customer base. Now, some investors might be hesitant to invest in a company that's so heavily reliant on acquisitions for growth. And finally, we come to our 10th and final stock, Company J, a company with massive long-term growth potential but also a healthy dose of risk. Company J operates in the industry, which is still in its early stages of development. Company J is a pioneer in the industry space. They're developing cutting-edge product services that have the potential to revolutionize the way we activity related to Company J's product services. If they're successful, the sky's the limit for this company. But of course, with great potential comes great risk. The industry is still very new, and there's no guarantee that it will be successful. Company J is facing stiff competition from both established players and other startups. So, there you have it, our top 10 high-growth dividend stocks for May 2025. Remember, this is just a starting point. It's crucial to conduct your own thorough research, consider your personal financial goals, and consult with a financial advisor if needed before making any investment decisions. Investing always carries risk, and what works for one person might not work for another. But with that said, I believe these 10 companies represent some of the most compelling opportunities in the market today, offering a combination of dividend income, growth potential, and financial stability. If you're looking to potentially supercharge your portfolio and start building lasting wealth, these stocks are definitely worth a closer look. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. And, as always, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Which of these stocks are you most excited about? Let me know in the comments section below and let's start a conversation. Thank you so much for watching.